Richmond played host to Hawthorn, a side they soundly defeated in round 5 by 39 points. In seasons past, Richmond has often proved difficult for the Hawks, although the boys from Glenferrie have won their past 3 matches against the Tigers on the MCG. Last up, of course, it was Richmond all the way. Their score of 188 points was their highest ever recorded against Hawthorn, and that total was swelled considerably by 11 goals from Michael Roach. Last week, Richmond 2 turned a 35-point deficit into a 4-goal win over Fitzroy, while the Hawks overcame a slow start to defeat the Swans. Since then, of course, they've lost their skipper Lee Matthews for 4 weeks. His place in front of goals today taken by Jason Dunstall. Our replay tonight begins at the 8.5-minute mark of the first quarter. With me in the commentary box is Lou Richards, Hawthorn leading by 6 points.
Pioneer out there on that half-back flank position. The ball driven long, Langford in front of Jimmy Jess and takes the mark out there on the centre wing position. Short pass, not a good one. Picked up by Lester Smith over to Wallace. Back it goes to Byrne and a beautiful pass over to Russo. Hawthorn looking good at this particular stage of the match. Tuck, a long kick up there towards Dunstall. Strawn's there. Dunstall's got it. As I said before, this fella can play football. And this is not against Lee Matthews, Pete, but I just feel that when Matthews is playing alongside him, it's inclined to crowd this young fellow.
Similar players, aren't they, Lou, in that regard, the role that they're playing at present?
Well, this fellow's going to be a league footballer and probably a pretty effective pull forward, too. That was a fine mark. He outmanoeuvred Strawn to take that mark. Got a chance for goal number 2 from about 15 metres out. And there's no doubt about that one. That's a goal. So it's Hawthorn, 3 goals straight, 18 points. Looked it up, he's grabbed by Loveridge, tapped on. This time it's Kennedy spinning out the pack, a long shot at goal, but he's off target, through for 1 point. Well, Kennedy hasn't played that well this season, but allowing for that, he did have a broken leg.
He did.
All across to half forward. It's a bad kick, and he's played very well in his first 10 minutes or so. He's been a star down there in defence. Kicks it out wide, it's okay. Judge has grabbed it, elusive Judge. Over it goes down to Wallace. Wallace shoots the ball back there, drops it short, and Dunstall's got it again.
Mark number 3.
And he's got a chance to kick his 3rd goal, and I hate to say this, I told you this kid could play football.
Well, he's a little too fast for Strawn, Lou, isn't he?
He's a bit fast for Dunstall, for Strawn, but that's not much of a rep because Strawn's, as you say, Pete, 2 yards slower than a statue sometimes. There's another goal. That's goal number 3, and the Hawks move on to 4 goals, 1. 25 to Richmond, 2 goals, 1. Front the half back line has a long kick over the centre wing position. Barling flies, couldn't hold the mark. The chance now for Rawlings. Well collared, nearly held the ball as he gets the ball back to Anir, who fumbled the ball. Was that a free kick? No, the umpire said play on Byrne. Doing a great job for Hawthorn. The ruck over to Loveridge. Up there to Dunstall. He's got the chance. He's got it again. And this could be goal number 5. I don't know why they've left scoring him for so long. By golly, he's outmanoeuvred him, outplayed him, outkicked him. You name it, he's done it, this young fellow. I know I didn't mention before, but he's a different player out on that forward line on his own. Because he's got plenty of room to move around. He's the general down there today, and he's doing a great job. There it is, goal number 5 to Dunstall.
5 kicks.
Not a bad effort.
They'll start doing it pretty quickly. Byrne and Barling, knocked down by Barling that time, but picked up by Wallace. On to Kennedy. Kennedy's hand pass back to Russo, who fumbles. Doesn't matter. Short to deep to Domenico. He's gone out back to Wallace. Dunstall again. Could have got one in the back. Hawthorn supporters thought so. Egan caught with the ball. Umpire Russo says holding the ball.
Great tackle that time by Dunstall, Pete. By golly, he went after him. You watch it in replay.
So shaping up as one of Hawthorn's best players with 5 goals so far. And at the 6.5-minute mark at the quarter, here it is again.
He collared him all the way that time, Dunstall. He's got a big chance for goal number 6 now.
Dunstall about 45 to 50 metres out on a slight angle. Hasn't kicked a point so far. Let's see how he goes with the long shot. He has kicked a point now, yes. So he's got 5 goals, 1 to his credit, Jason Dunstall. And Hawthorn take their score to 11-5. 71, that's a difference of 51 points.
51 points the difference. We wait now for Strawn to bring the ball back into play for the Tigers. And they're not looking too good. They look pretty sick as the ball goes down to centre half back. At the back is Lester Smith. Read that beautifully and takes the mark. A great mark. But the Hawthorn defence haven't had much work. There's Dunstall again. Leading away from Strawn. It looked very lackadaisical. He's gone for a short pass. selfish play by the Hawthorn full forward that time. The DP Domenico only about 20 metres out directly in front. Well, he could have easily kicked that goal himself to make it 6 for the day so far, but he decided and very unsuccessfully passed it over there to DP Domenico. There's the kick on its way, and that's a goal.
DP Domenico's first.
And Hawthorn move on now to 12 goals, 577 to Richmond, 3 goals, 220. Ewan will have the job. It looks as though he could be minding Dunstall has already kicked 5 goals. Knocked out by Kennedy. Loveridge gets it back to Dunstall. He might have got this one too. I think he has, but no, it's a point. That was a beautiful snapshot by Dunstall. Well, again, this fella's playing down there at full forward, but I must admit the opposition hasn't been there.
Strawn going wide towards the outer side, trying to find Jeff. He's in front. Tuck taps the ball further forward for Buckenara. Buckenara return on to Russo. Russo with the left footer snapshot from 35 metres out is good, I think, for a goal. Yes, it is. And so Hawthorn popping them through from everywhere now. 13 goals, 684 to 3-2-20 at the MCG. It's gone. Richmond looking a much better side now. In fact, they're outscoring and outplaying Hawthorn so far in this quarter. Russo can't get clear. It goes to DP Domenico. His kick is up towards Dunstall. Dunstall leading Stewart. He's too fast for him as well. 8 marks to Jason Dunstall.
Going for goal number 8, Peter.
And 16 possession, so that's not bad from full forward. Pass is excellent. The mark is even better. And so far today, he's been a very accurate kick. 7-2 he's kicked. Is that 8-2 or 7-3? I'll have to wait on the goal umpire. It's a goal, so 8 goals to Jason Dunstall. And maybe he's going to be Hawthorn's answer at the spearhead position. 17-11, 1-1-3 to 9-5, 59.
Well, I don't know what age young Dunstall is, but I watched him playing in that strong mark by Dunstall, and of course the goal was never in doubt, really. Lines them up. Pete, I think he's only about 19 too, isn't he?
Yes, I saw him play first this year in an AFC match.
That's right.
Queensland.
Very impressive that day too, wasn't it?
And statistician Paul Codd checking on the age of Jason Dunstall. I think he's about 20, Lou. Picked up by Kennedy. Good smother by Francis. In goes Anea. Playing a good game today, Anea. Fumble by Francis. Lets the opposition in. No, Anea tries to get it out. Byrne and Buckenara combined for Hawthorn. Loveridge over the top. Almost a grab. Play on. Brereton does. Tries to get it to Judge. Judge's snapshot coming around. Will it? Yes. Great snapshot by the West Australian. His fourth. And Hawthorn at the 15-minute mark of the term bring up their 18s. 18-11, 1-1-9 to 9-5, 59. 15 and a half minutes gone. A couple of quick goals reassert Hawthorn's supremacy now in the third quarter. Brereton fumbles momentarily, gets it over to Buckenara. Buckenara on to Kennedy. Great turn of speed. From 20 metres out, he shoots at goal and has stopped it, I think. No, he hasn't. 1 point. And so 18-12 to 9-5, 59 to 120.
Ball back into play again, just on the 16-minute mark of this third quarter. Flying high with Sikowski, couldn't hold the mark. The ball tapped down to Byrne, he couldn't bend. Rioli gets one too high. No, the umpire said that's okay, and I agree with him. Over to DP Domenico, a long kick at the back as Tuck. He's got the sit here. Couldn't get the ball back. He snapped at goal. He might have got this one. I think he has, Tuck. He knocked the umpire's head off and all. There, that's goal number 2 to Tucky, and Hawthorn looking really good again. 19-12, 126 to Richmond, 9-5, 59.
I was just saying 5 minutes ago, Lou, that Richmond were outplaying Hawthorn this quarter because they kicked 3 goals to 1, but how quickly Hawthorn have bounced back again.
On this last 5 minutes, they've looked really, well, the 18-minute mark of this third quarter, and Hawthorn looking really good.
Chris Mew to do the kicking in for Hawthorn, and this time does go long, which is, I think, good tactics because he's a great kick, Mew, and that was a great mark by Curran, his first of the day. Curran's kick dropping short just over centre field, but it's his mark for Hawthorn by Kennedy, who gets the hand pass out to Loveridge, who's playing one of his best games for the year for Hawthorn. Loveridge up to Brereton and Poole at the back as Judge, almost a mark, over to DP Domenico, onto Tuck, well shepherded by Brereton. Tuck fires with the left foot, he's not bad, and he's put it through, I think, for another one. 2 goals this quarter to Michael Tuck for a total of 3. Hawthorn's 20th, 2012, 132, Richmond 9660.
You're watching Seven's Big League, part of the Nissan VFL Premiership season.
Hawthorn leading all day. They kicked 9 goals in 2 quarters, namely the first and the third, to run out winners by 67 points. Not their biggest win over Richmond. That was 88 points last year. In the stats, Hawthorn, we can see, pretty well on top in all departments. In fact, they were there, except the free kicks. Looking at the goal kickers at the MCG this afternoon, Jason Dunstall, a fine performance for Hawthorn. He kicked 8 goals, Judge got 5, and Michael Tuck 3. And